Good afternoon and welcome to CIS 1100. So today I'm going to show you how you can improve your grade. Like I mentioned before, some of you are doing very well on the simulation, but when it comes to working on the project, I think that's where you are having some issues, and some of you are not getting high points. So in this video, we will briefly go through how you can view your grades and go ahead and make some changes to your file and upload the file. Like I mentioned before, you have at least 3 opportunities to submit your grader project. So usually when you log on, this is the window that you'll be presented with, which shows you the assignment calendar, and it shows you the assignments that are due. So the ones that are in blue are the ones that are due, and this is the date today, 6th. So we have some things that are due on the 8th, and then some other things that are due on the 10th, and then 15th, and on and on. So to see your grades, you will click on grades, and this window will open up here, which will give you a number of options. So what we are working on now is what you're calling the trainings and the projects. So the simulations are the ones that we call the trainings, and the grader project or the assessments are the ones that we are calling the projects. So to see your grades, you'll click on this button here, the training and projects, and it should populate and give you all your simulations and all your trainings. When we start working on the business cases, you can come here and click on business cases, and by that time we'll have some activities displayed here. The same thing for practice exam. If you click on practice exam, it should show you some information here. And the same thing with exams. Once you start taking the exams, like I mentioned, we have 3 exams. So we have exam 1, exam 2, and the final assessment. So the grades will be displayed here. So this video is on how you can work on your project and try and improve the performance. So I've picked a sample account here and I've attempted grader project number 1, and I just did some few questions to help illustrate the point. And this particular example, the student has a grade of 20%. So this question mark will appear every time that you have grades that are less than 70%, which is the pass mark. So if you get anything above 70, then you'll be fine, which is a C. But we're trying to get A's and B's at least to stay up there, 90s and 80s, and that is very, very possible. So to be able to open your assignment, what you'll do is you'll bring the mouse pointer here, and then you click on any of these buttons here, and then you click on view the submission. And if you click on view the submission, this window should pop up. If the window doesn't pop up on your computer, click up here, this icon, and on this pop-up window there should be a pop-up window that will appear here, like there. And what you want to say is you want to check the radio button that says always allow http://openvellum.ecollege blah blah blah, or to set up the cookies. And this is a safe website to open on your computer, because this is from my IT lab, and it is the one that is enabling you to be able to view assignments and projects and grades on your computer. So once this window pops up, it says click on one of the submissions for this activity listed on the left to view it. So this is the one that you're interested in. If you click on that, it pops up another window, and that window will give us our assignment. So in this case, we submitted the assignment at this time. This is the grade that we got, and it gives us these 4 files here. This is the file that we submitted, and then this is a summary report, and this is a marked up report. Then we have download submission with the live comments. So to start with, this is the Word document that has all the instructions, and a summary of it is showing you the maximum points and the points that you obtained. So step number 1, opening Excel, you are not getting any points for that. Step number 2 was selecting the range and doing out some operations, and there were 10 points. In this example, we got only 7 points. Then number 3, we are supposed to apply some concepts, 6 points. We got that. And show the points, the high points on the worksheet, 6 points. And we only got 3. And then change the row to 25 points. 25 for row 4 through 8. There were 6 points. We did not get any points, and on like that. So our goal here is to see how can we make some changes to a document. So instead of just getting 20%, we end up getting 40, 50, 60, all the way up like that. So what you can do is, if you start by clicking on the summary report, it will give you a pop-up window, and this pop-up window will exactly tell you where you made the mistakes. So if you start from step number 1 here and you click on this button here, it tells you this was the operation, what you should have done, and then tells you to carry out that task. There were 3 points that were required, and you lost 3 points. So you lost 3 points because you did not carry out the right task. And then for the next operation, like that, all the way down like that. So the ones that you lose some points, they'll show you. The ones that you gain some points, they'll show you. But for this case, they're showing us the items where we lost some points. So it's 2 ways that you can address this issue. So what you can do is you can move this screen on the side like that, and you can bring your Excel worksheet, and this is the Excel worksheet that I submitted. So this is my file that I submitted. Now if you have lost your file that you submitted, you can actually get it from here. If you click on this link, it's going to open the file that you submitted, the original file that was graded. So I have done that, and this is my file here. So what I want to do is I'm going to look at the summary report and my Excel file and try to see where I made the mistake. So originally the file was up to this. It did not have this information here. This is what you're calling the sparklines, and this is the instruction number 1. So I did put the sparklines, but if you look here, what I have is actually bars. It's supposed to have columns, so that's why it's telling me that I put in I did not put the column. So what you can do is you can come to that instruction here and you highlight this. It tells you highlight B4, so B4 to F8, B4 to F8, and if you want to maximize this window for once so you can see what you're doing, you can do that. And then you'll go to insert, under the insert, and then you have the line sparklines, and then you have the column. So you click on that, and it's going to ask you for the location range, and these instructions are in your simulation and also in the videos. And you highlight where you want your sparklines to be. So that is the range H4 to H8, and then you click OK, and you'll have your column sparklines like that. So it says show the high point. If you go back to the instructions, so these are the instructions that I'm following. If I can bring this one here, so it says select that range, employee, create a column sparkline in the range that, apply the sparkline style accent 1, dark 50 that, show the high point, apply dark red as the marker color for the low point, and basically you have this point here for show the high point. So you click on that, check that. If you click on that, you'll check that, and then you come here and they show marker color. So for the low point, you click on here, and they want you to have dark red. So you have that. There's no low point for that, and then you can bring this one back here. The next thing we're supposed to do is show the high point. So we did all that, low point sparkline dark red. Change the row height to 25, and this is for which cells? 4 through 8. So we lost 6 points there because we didn't do that. So you click on 4, row 4 up to row 8, and you can maximize this. We have row 4 to row 8, and you'll come to format. We have the format right here, and you select row, so you click on that and you type 25, and then you click OK, and you see what happens. This information here changes. The next item that we have is we supposed to select the range A3 and create a clustered bar chart. So we'll come in here and we select the range is what? Select the range A3 to F8, A3 to F8 right there, and then you click on that and you have the charts down here, And these instructions, like I said, are in your video and also in the simulation. And this is a bar chart. So a clustered bar chart, click on that. We have our bar chart here, and the instructions say you should position it where. Okay, so we look at the instruction for setting up the bar chart. So let's see our bar chart in the range. So we're supposed to set the range A12 to G40. So A12 should be from right here. So bring the chart here, A12. You see that corner here? That's A12. Then you might have to scroll down. This is G, and it should be up to G40. So hold the mouse button here, extend it, and move it all the way to G40. G40 is that corner. Make sure it's very well aligned. Right there. And then you click that. And that should be it. So that is instruction number 6. Okay, and then you can go ahead and apply number 8. So this should come here. So you click here, highlight that, and then you type the information. Then you have to come here, change this, make it bold from the instructions. So you can make that bold, and you do that from the home window. The same thing with here. You click on the values, make that bold. Then you change the size, think to 12. So these are all the instructions. The same thing here, you change that to 12, and they say you have 1 decimal point here, so you can right click on that and you click to format access, and this window will open here. Click on the numbers, you come down here and you only have 1 decimal point or no decimal points, something like that. Actually the decimal point is 1 decimal point, so let's make sure we change that. Okay, so we save our file and we'll save it. So you go to file, save as, and you select, this is my file where I'm saving it, and save. You say okay, I'm going to make some changes to it, so I'm updating it, and then you can minimize this or close it. We're done with this. We're done with this. You go back to the home page where the assignments are, and this is due on the 10. This was grade 1, so you see I have not passed that. You click on it, and when you come back here, you're uploading the file. Choose the file that you're uploading. You can check if you have too many files, you can use the time that you saved it. So this is my file right here. Open and then upload. And then always remember to hit submit. And then once you do that, you click on return, and we can go to the grade. Remember we had 20 points before, so let's see whether we have been able to improve on our performance. Go to trainings and projects, and right here we had 20 points, now we have 32 points. So we were able to make some changes and we improved on our performance. You still have one more chance. If this was your score, you can go back and make some changes. So remember, this is just for demonstration. I actually did some of the work for you, which is supposed to be working on your project. So I hope that helps. But that's how you can go ahead and keep working on it and improving on your grade. All the best.